Welcome to Redmond's Forge. Today I want to talk about something very interesting. How big is your LEGO collection? Measuring the madness. If you've ever found yourself staring at a wall of LEGO boxes, overflowing tubs of bricks, or carefully displayed modulars, and wondered just how big is this collection, you're not alone. LEGO collectors love to measure, compare, and sometimes justify the size of their growing stash. But what's the best way to actually measure a LEGO collection? Traditionally, collectors lean on a few common methods. Firstly, by set count, probably the simplest and most popular method. You count how many official LEGO sets you own, whether they're buildable, they're built, boxed, or somewhere in between. Brickset, Rebrickable, and similar tools make this easy, especially if you track your collection online. This has virtues. It's neat, tidy, good for comparing with other collectors. The drawbacks: it doesn't account for partial sets, MOCs, your own creations, or bulk hauls where boxes and manuals are missing. Then there's by piece count, another approach, adding up the number of individual bricks you own. LEGO helpfully lists piece counts for each set, so you can get a rough total. Some collectors go even deeper by cataloguing loose pieces or bulk bricks by colour and type. On the plus side, gives a sense of scale of your building potential. Great for bragging rights when you're in the hundreds of thousands. The drawbacks: it's time consuming, especially for bulk buys, unless you only collect sealed sets. It's very easy to lose track. Then there's by value. Some collectors prefer to measure by financial side. The recommended retail price, the RRP of their sets, the second-hand market value, or even insurance valuations. The virtues of this is essential for protecting your collection. Also gives you a reality check on just how much plastic gold you've accumulated. The drawbacks: well, the value fluctuates, and it's not always about money. Sometimes your favourite €20 set is more valuable than your €500 UCS build. Then there is by display space, a more practical way. Measure how much room your LEGO takes up. How many shelves, how many cabinets, how many base plates wide is your LEGO city. This is tangible and easy to explain to non-collectors or your partner when they ask why the dining table is permanently occupied. The drawbacks though: not all LEGO is on display and storage boxes can be deceptive. But is there another method, a new method, by weight? A friend of mine recently told us on LinkedIn of their way to measure: weighing your LEGO collection. What a great idea, and challenge accepted. It does sound odd at first, but it makes sense. Every piece of LEGO has mass, and if you pile your loose bricks or entire sets onto a scale, you get an unarguable number. This is simple, it's universal. A kilo of LEGO is a kilo of LEGO, whether it's Friends, Technic, or Star Wars UCS. Great for bulk calls where set counts and instructions don't exist. It's easier to compare like for like across collections. On the negative side, built sets and displayed collections are not exactly scale friendly. You might have to dismantle them first or balance them precariously. Then bricks aren't uniform in weight. A kilo of Technic beams looks very different to a kilo of 11 round plates. It doesn't capture rarity, minifigure value, or the emotional significance of certain builds. Built sets and display collections. Still, it's a fascinating idea, especially for a collector like me who often buys bulk hauls with no easy way to count sets or pieces. This was a 25 kilogram pickup, suddenly gives a much clearer sense of scale. This brings us to the LEGO Weight Challenge. To put this new method to the test, I've decided to take on what I'm calling the LEGO Weight Challenge. By next week I plan to have the entire Redmond's Forge collection weighed, sets, displayed, MOCs, tubs, boxes, bulk bricks, the lot. And here's where it gets fun. I'd like you to get involved too. Drop your best guess in the comments below. How many kilos of LEGO do you think we've got here at Redmond's Forge? I'll reveal the answer in a follow-up post, and the closest guess, well, wins the bragging rights in the community. And I'm sure I'll be able to find a spare set that I can say thanks for playing and give them as a prize. I really do want to know the weight of the Star Wars diorama MOC meteor crater, aka the Partray. When I collected it, I estimated it to be about 400 kilograms. My next door neighbour though thought it was closer to 100 kilograms. This way I'll be able to answer that query also. So which way works best? Ultimately, the best measurement method depends on what matters to you. If you're a set purist, count the sets. If you're a builder, count the pieces. If you're thinking financially, well then track value. And if you're space conscious, measure display footprint. But if you love the simplicity or the bulk buys, then weigh it. No one system is perfect, and maybe the fun just lies in trying them all. I'd love to hear from you. How do you measure your LEGO collection? Answer in the comments down below. Do you prefer to count sets, the pieces, or go by weight? Have you ever weighed your Lego? If so, what was your number? Do you measure your collection by display space? And if so, how much of your home has Lego taken over? Which method feels the most honest to you as a collector? So drop your answers in the comments below and let's compare collection, not just in size, but in the creativity of the measurement. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Redmond's Forge. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below, and we'll see you next time for more Lego content. And I promise next time there'll be a lot less AI. Bye!